apologies for that. Had a internet dropout. I do really apologise to everybody racing and those that were watching, but hopefully the stream is back now and we can go back to the racing in hand, as I can see that Ghost Rider is currently leading in the Ferrari with Triz in second. We've lost 2 cars of Devil Rejected and Geke in the meantime, so just bear with me while I get back into the swing of things with the order. So it's currently Ghost Rider in the lead with Triz in second, David third, Burnsy fourth, Mutsnuts fifth, Kiza Soze in sixth, Mark in seventh, his teammate Chaos Druid in eighth, then it's the 2 Red Bulls in ninth and 10th of Melvin and Schmidt, Sambo in the Mercedes in 11th, Fix is 12th in the Aston Martin, Parizo, who was up near the front, is in 13th, Airways 14th in the Alfa Romeo, Winky 15th in the Ferrari, Adamski in the other McLaren is 16th, Saviour in the Alfa Tauri 17th, and Spivey 18th, and the last of the runners currently in 18th in the Alpine. So we'll jump to Triz, who is currently battling away with Ghost Rider for the lead of the race. 7/10 between the two. Everyone else about a second or so between. There's a few little trains here and there. Do you see anything interesting, Stefan?
Yeah, so first of all, it's great to have you back here. Yeah, that was some chaos that broke out here when you left, because I was not sure whether it was me or you. And
no, apologies, it was me. I'm really sorry about it as well. It was me that had the problem.
You can't do anything about it. Yeah, but the thing is, it was, you know, just about before the start, and what was quite funny was that I didn't remember that, of course, when you're down, the stream is down as well. So I thought, okay, now I will take over, and I did some commentary for the start, but no one was hearing it.
No, sadly, if I went, the stream goes as well, which I will say on the back of things, I will not repeat any of the words that I was saying when it all went wrong, because honestly, I would get the stream taken down, and I will be in serious trouble with the high admins, such as like Martin, Mark, and the rest of the top members of the league and the admin groups. I would be in serious trouble, so I'm not going to repeat some of the words that I was saying when everything went down.
Well, I think we can imagine what you just said. Yeah, and then
as we have a yellow flag, David has gone round at the S curves. I think that'll be round about between turn 6 and 7 by the looks of it, but we are continuing to follow this battle.
I might just all this chaos. Unfortunately I missed some parts of the start, but I can maybe recapitulate what happened so far.
Yes, please do, because obviously we've got 2 DNFs from when the stream was down of Devil Rejected and Geke. So if you can remember what happened, just let everyone know that didn't see what happened. So go ahead.
Okay, I would just tell you about what I saw. I knew that when I saw that the stream was done, I wasn't paying attention so closely, of course, because I was trying what I can do to make it, if I can do anything to make it work again. But so basically, what happened? Mutsnuts was on pole, and he had a terrible start. He lost multiple places there, and there was also something glitchy in the start. I think it was a McLaren that was a bit out of order, but so now the racing seems to be going well. But Devil Rejected, I didn't see what was happening to him. I think he lost it in the S section in the first lap, so that was very unfortunate for him. And then we had a VSC straight away, and after the VSC was over, it didn't take long until
Oh, Speak Melvin's gone. We have a safety car, so that's one of the Red Bulls gone.
Okay. Yeah, I think.
Sorry to cut in there, Stefan.
No, it's good now. It gives me some time to tell about it. Yeah, I think it was at a similar place where the devil went off, where Melvin's car is now. So, yeah, then after Gecki was out, we had a second VSC, and unfortunately, Spive, who was running in P2, got a drive-through penalty, so that's why he has dropped back to the end of the grid. And yeah, so lots of things happened at the start. Unfortunately, I also couldn't catch it all because things just went crazy.
Understandable. Well, we're under safety car now. Sam Flanagan has asked in the YouTube chat if we're allowed to show tyres to see what's going on. Ideally we are not, because it gives away drivers' strategies on what they are planning, so a lead com is not really meant to show tyres or fuel or ERS levels, because it can give a slight advantage towards the other drivers. So we're not really meant to show anything. So what I have on screen now is pretty much all I'm allowed to show. All I'm allowed to show is the track map in the bottom corner and the obviously the running order on the left hand side. That's all I can show.
Maybe we can say as much, and as the guys could see on stream now, we have basically the whole
you may think that, Sam, but there are I know a few people, especially in other tiers like Expert that I race in, there are some drivers that do have engineers and stuff, so I just want to play on the safe side. Mind you, if there's any like onboard shots, just for example this, you can actually see the ERS level on the steering wheel.
Yeah, wow, this is, I mean...
And if you can squint hard enough, you can make out the fuel level as well, if you can squint hard enough.
Well, you see, guys, here in MRC, really everyone is giving it everything. The drivers are so motivated. They try to use every legal advantage they can in order to be successful, so they are highly motivated. But it's just to give every driver a fair chance. I mean, even if they're listening to, I mean, I know some drivers that probably have the stream on in the background just so they can hear what's happening. I don't do that. I could never.
I used to.
If I was on the street, if I was on the stream, like imagine you going into the final run on qualifying, then you hear in the back, oh no, let's ride on board with LR. Let's see if we can nail these corners.
Yeah, I remember a few times during qualifying or whatnot, I used to have the stream on in the background, and all of a sudden it's like, right, let's ride on board with BitW, and I was like, oh, no. I was thinking the pressure just amplifies, because then all this, you realise everybody's eyes are on you.
Yeah, then you don't want to mess it up, and then usually
Chaos Druid has just admitted he does have the stream on in the background. Point proven.
Okay.
Just gotta wait for Spivey in the Alpine to catch the back of the safety car queue, and then all being well, we should be going green light racing again with Airways, who will lead us off on the restart in that slightly changed from the season before Alfa Romeo, because the season before this one it was red and white, and then for the season that this game's based on it was changed to red and black. But obviously now Alfa Romeo is no more in real life, and now it's Kick Sauber, which is that black and very, very bright green. So now safety car bringing us down towards 130R, so all being well the lights will go out on the safety car, and they have. So now Airways becomes the pace setup behind the safety car, as we'll have a little look from the back of the Alfa Romeo to Triz in the Alpine just behind. Let's see what kind of restart he can do as he comes into turn 18. He's leaving it rather late. Oh no, he's gone on the power, he's gone round. So that promotes Triz into the lead. He went so slowly into turn 18, and then all of a sudden puts the power down, and we were just like a circus ride as the back end just spun round on the Alfa Romeo. But we are green light racing again, as Airways has gone into the pits as well, because I think he spun in that direction.
Well, I'd like to look in places. Might have an issue there.
Yeah, as we've got a real good tussle for the race lead between Triz and Ghost Rider. The Alpine of Triz and the Ferrari of Ghost Rider, with Bernsey in the Haas. As I said during qualifying, is brand new to the league and is having a really good showing at the moment. Who is right up the gearbox or chuff or trumpet, however you want to put it, of Ghost Rider's Ferrari. As he goes very wide through Spoon, does Ghost Rider, but luckily keeps control of the car. But he has lost a bit of speed through there, trying to keep the car in a straight line, which is allowing Bernsey to have a look, but he's too far back to go into the Casio triangle.
But through 130R, wow. Without contact in that corner.
So you're watching that
really
as we're watching a three-way for the race lead as we ride on board with Bernsey in the Haas. Obviously we won't have DRS this lap, but we will have DRS activated on the end of this lap. But Bernsey getting really close to the back of Ghost Rider through the S curve, so my guess is he's got a much higher downforce setup than the Ferrari in front, because he's getting really close to the diffuser of the Ferrari. We'll keep following on board with Bernsey through this section. As Sambar gets 3 seconds for track limits, as Bernsey braking slightly late and almost hitting the back of the Ferrari on the way into the turn 11 hairpin. As we come through 200R into Spoon. My guess is, because the way Ghost Rider was losing time to Bernsey through the S's, my guess the gap will probably open up down the straight towards 130R. It does a tiny little bit, but not much change. But you got the cars further back and they're all within DRS of each other now. As here we are, ERNS is enabled. What do you see, Stefan?
I'm watching Speedway and Airways going for the back of the grid. Airways thought about.
Oh, we've just seen a move.
And Speedway, sorry,
yeah, we've just seen a move of Sambo on David.
Go back out of it.
Got a few trains forming now. We've got a train from 8th all the way down to P14. And obviously we've got the train from 1st down towards P5. Then a slight train with 6 and 7 of Mutz Nuts and Paraiso.
CBG.
Oh, we have an Aston Martin round. Fixers round.
Yeah, so I saw CBG losing it on the curve.
I think Ghost Rider's made a mistake somewhere because he's dropped over a second off of Triz when he was right on the back of him.
Yeah, you're right.
So he must have lost the car somewhere.
Oh, you tried to get back into the DRS.
He's back within DRS though. That must be a very quick car in a straight line. That Ferrari, the way he just caught back up within that second of Triz's Alpine.
Surely he's used some ERS as well, but the slipstream down this.
Burns is looking on the outside towards turn 1. But the straight line speed of the Ferrari keeps that position, even with the DRS of Burnsy in effect. But I guess as Spivey has got 5 seconds, he didn't get the car slowed down enough onto the entry of the pit lane, and he's retired in the pit lane as well. So Spivey gives it a day and retires in the pit lane, so no safety cars or virtuals for that. So we're still racing at full pace as we're going to stick with this train of Triz, Ghost Rider, Burnsy, Keyser and Mark. All these cars within one shot of each other, and all in different manufacturers as well, or constructors as we call it. Teams. Many different names for it. And I'm guessing the person with the best view of the house at the back of this packed train is obviously Mark, because if anything happens, he's got a good view of it and can place his car in perspective and probably steal a place here and there if he wants to.
Yeah, he's surely not just waiting for a chance. He's watching this laid back move for now, but still is not close enough.
Mind you though, Mutz Nuts and Paraiso are almost on the back of this queue, and it's almost an 8-car, it's almost a 7-car train almost.
Yeah. That's
Mutz Nuts just outside the second window though. He's about 1.1, 1.2 behind Mark's Williams. We'll jump away from that for a bit, and as we do so, we see a move by Paraiso on Mutz Nuts into turn 11's hairpin. Mind you, the move was done at the turn 10 kink. Let's have a little look at how the train behind Chaos Druid is doing. As we look from the back of the Williams.
Oh, side by side.
See it.
He does also backed out.
That Red Bull slightly wheeling in the Williams. Good traction by the Williams out of the Cassia triangle as well. Oh, Mutz Nuts has made a place back, and as you say, Mark is in 3rd place now in the Williams. He's jumped Keyser and Burnsy. Was that a DRS move with a bit of double toe towards turn 1?
Yeah, it was quite an easy move with DRS, so got it done before the corner.
Even though the start-finish straight is relatively short at Japan, you forget how strong that toe really is at Japan, despite how short that straight is, because it's not a long straight by any means, but the overspeed and the toe from the car in front combined with the DRS, you forget how strong it actually is in Japan for saying how short the straight is.
Yeah, the fact that really strong around this track. I don't know if there's any. I think in Spa towards Blanchimont it's very strong as well.
Mark's got a very good run out the Casio Triangle onto turn 18 as we're on board with him.
And
using a bit of DRS to get past Ghost Rider. Got a better run out the Casio Triangle than Ghost Rider and made the move. The one thing I will say while I'm on board with Mark in the Williams is obviously this was before Williams changed their Delta screen, or the screen of the wheel onto the actual wheel, so you actually get a better view of the information than any other car, because a lot of the other cars are sometimes hidden from with the helmet, whereas the Williams you can see the screen full view. So I'll save Mark anything there, as I've shown plenty of onboard, so you can see plenty of his information on his car. Sorry, Mark. As he looks to challenge Trish for the lead. The way Mark has been driving at the moment and the way he's been passing people, he must have a very nice, comfortable setup underneath him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Mark already raced with him on Monday, and he already had quite a decent pace there.
Yes,
if I remember correctly. So,
yeah, but sadly for Mark on Monday in expert tier, he didn't make it very far round the race. Sadly, I don't know how far in he got, but I know he was he was a rather early retirement, but I don't want to talk about that because obviously save Mark any embarrassments or any aggravations.
Maybe he's watching the stream as well, so we don't want to.
I don't know, Mark. I don't.
Williams, Chaos Traders.
Oh yeah,
he's watching the stream as well, but he's fighting a lot with Xavier and Smith at the moment.
Yeah. My message to you, Chaos Druid, at this moment in time, because you got Xavier behind you, have fun while you're racing an elite driver, because trust me, it can be lots of fun.
Against Alex is always a lot of fun to drive.
Oh yeah, Alex, Xavier, very, very respectable driver.
Yeah.
Highly respected up and down the league. To be fair, he's a very well respected member as well as racer. Obviously, obviously multiple titles won by him, especially in X, at the expense of a certain Chris Bailey.
Yeah, on Friday night, Alex is always good. He's always very strong there. It's this time of the week. The weekend starts.
As Mark is now in the lead of the race.
And he's broken the DRS already, so 1.3 seconds ahead of Tris.
But Mark
needs to take a look into the mirror because Keith, as we'll see, is coming closer as well.
Yeah, but the likes of Mark and Keys are especially in that top half of the grid at the moment. If it was set to finish as it is now, obviously with Mark getting a 4-place demotion as well as Keyser, Triz would be the sports tier winner with Burnsy second in his very first race, which is quite an achievement in any set of the imagination. And Ghost Rider would be third, but obviously we're on lap 19 of 27, so still plenty of laps to go, as Parisot has made a move on the Ferrari, and that is the McLaren up into P5. And now hopefully he can get on the back of Burnsy's Haas and hopefully gain another place. Let's give some of the cars down at the back end of the grid a bit of stream time. So we'll have a look at the battle between Airways, Winky and David.
Yep. Side by side. Wow.
Now that's how you meant to do it, not like we saw at the weekend between Daniel Ricciardo and Alex Albon. But mind you, that was 3 cars going into that turn. That was 3 cars going into that corner, not 2. As David looking to have a go around the inside of the Dunlop curve.
Oh, no.
Whoa, that's a whoa. David, I take my hat off to you. Phenomenal save out of Degner 1.
Yeah,
that was a very, 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 very good save. He could have easily have lost it and collected Winky in the process. That is a phenomenal save from David in the Haas.
Really pushing the Haas to the limits.
He's gone round the inside of Spoon.
Yeah.
As the other Haas of Burnsy is pitted from what I think it was P4. So he's making his stop. Obviously, majority of the drivers pitted under the safety car a few laps ago. As I think there was contact, Winky outbraking himself going to the back of David's Haas, losing an end plate in the process, so Winky will be pitting. My guess is he'll probably slap on a set of soft tyres with 7 laps to go, and he is. Soft tyres going on. That Ferrari. As Mutt's Nuts ahead of Ghost Rider now, as we can see.
Oh, okay, through sliding there through. I know that's contact with Smith.
Oh, Adamski, we just jumped to Adamski, who's gone past Smith.
Oh, I'm not sure if the Red Bull has wing damage, possibly.
We can have a look. There's both end plates on that Red Bull.
Okay.
Yeah, there's both end plates on the Red Bull still, so no damage. Gets a bit out of shape, a little bit out of spoon.
Now we're seeing Kaiser going into P2.
Yep, Kaiser Soze into second, getting past Triz. Triz probably playing the sensible game, thinking, right, those 2 guys ahead of me are in tiers above. I don't need to worry about them. I need to just focus on my own race. As Burnsy has made a move past Smith, because obviously Smith has pitted, but we're on board with Adamski, who is looking at the back of Chaos Druid's Williams, which is flashing away, which means he is low on ERS deployment. And to be fair, on the wheel of the McLaren you can see that Adamski is also low on ERS deployment, so he too will be flashing. So if we change view, yep, the red light is flashing on the back of the McLaren. As you can see in the back of the view as well, Burnsy looking to wheel these 2 in on the fresh tyres. Any battles you keeping an eye on, Stefan?
I was, yeah, I was just taking a look how Burns baby's going through the field as now
as
he's
he's making a move.
honestly fresh tires. Yeah, now
Yep.
he's trying a move. Yeah, getting a
Those
move
soft
down on the
tyres,
inside there.
fresh soft tyres are so powerful round here.
Yes,
Because
yes,
he had
they are.
so much grip compared to Adamski through Spoon that he was practically alongside even before 130R, and he's past Chaos Druid as well. So Burnsy on an absolute tear on these fresh soft tyres. As we see Mark, who has just pitted as well for a set of softs more than likely. So question is, those that are probably going to stick it out for track position, and then you got those that are playing safe, are making the extra stop. But we'll stick with Burnsy to see if he decides to have a go of our resident Captain Hodge. That Williams powered on rum. To be honest, all of Mark's cars are most likely run on rum, because he must have a massive stash somewhere that he runs everything on rum, because he runs on the stuff himself. But obviously Mark with the fresh tyres as well, those softs get up to temperature rather quickly, so he looks to be in no pressure at all from Burnsy.
No, even though he's gonna have DRS for this lap, but I think now, yeah, he's gonna have
A bit
temperature in the
too
tires,
far
so
back, and Mark's
yeah.
got the gap to about 9 or 8 tenths. Ghost Rider still keeping Mutts Nuts for company, 4th and 5th, with Parizo just slightly up the road from him. Ghost Rider getting really close to Mutts Nuts through the Degnas as Mutts Nuts gets a
Oh,
bit
he
out
made
of
a
shape on
mistake.
it. Yeah, he went a bit wide through Degna 2, which allowed Ghost Rider to have a little pop up the inside and gain the place. So Ghost Rider back up into P4, but they are 2.7 seconds back from Parizo, who is a further 3.5 seconds back from Triz. So Triz looking very comfortable for the tier win at this moment in time, because obviously Keezer with the demotion after results are all set and done, and obviously Stewart's inquiries and everything like that is all dealt with as well.
Oh, it's getting really close now. I think Mark will also be motivated to try to catch up to Xavier. They are both not fighting for a win since they are from higher tiers, but sure enough, he will try to get close to Xavier, who's passing both of them now. So maybe he saw Mark coming closer, and he's picking up the pace on his very old hard tires. So yeah. I thought Xavier had a problem before, but now he has found some place again. I mean, we also need to consider that, if I'm not wrong, he also raced in competitive tier before, right?
Yes, he
So
did. He did
yeah,
race in the race before.
it's
So
basically
Saviour getting plenty of race time and mileage in this week. Obviously racing elite in his actual tier on Monday, and obviously then he'll
and
be
MRCX
my
well,
guess
of
is he'll be
course.
definitely be racing on Friday, because he's in a quite a scrap with himself, Chris and Kid in that Elite X fight in that on Fridays. as Triz is within 8/10 of Keyser Soze.
Yeah.
I've just seen that and I thought I'd just jump to that.
Me too, exactly the same. I was about to say the same thing. So he's actually doing the right thing, and he's getting a nice tow from Keyser, and that's making him safe from any threats from
He's
behind.
He's getting a bit of a distant tow from Keyser's Alfa Romeo. He's got the gap to Parisot to 4.2, so he's definitely making sure he gets the tier win and it's safe and comfortable. A lot of drivers spread out. Obviously, we've got Triz within a just over or within a second of Keyser. Parisot 4.2 back, and then Saviour 2.1 back as David gets 3 seconds for track limits. Then you got Nuts 1.3 from Saviour, who has got Ghost Rider for company, as well as Mark on the fresh off. As David's gone out of the hairpin, it is too late for a safety car, so we've got lap 25 of 27, so we're on to the penultimate lap now, so it is too late for a safety car. So we are racing to the flag with no interruptions, as we're just about to watch Mark try and get Ghost Rider into the run to turn 1, but decides to sit back. My guess, he doesn't want to get involved with the sports tier drivers in their scraps, which is fair play to Mark. And obviously Burns is over 6 seconds back from Mark. Airways over 6 seconds back, and then another 3.6. So a majority of the drivers are all spread out. I mean, Keyser Soze's opened the gap now to 1.2, so the only cars that are really within proximity of each other are
Nuts. We're going through the gravel there, but yeah, no, just a bit of time lost, no contact with the wall, but he went very right in this double right-hander.
Just for a bit of action, I've jumped to Fix and Adamski, which is Keyser slows him down.
Taking the lead.
I think Keyser's slowing down to allow Triz to take the win on track. So we'll just jump to Keyser to see what he's doing, as we will follow. We'll go on board with Triz for his final lap round on his way to winning sports tier, as he's through turn 2 into the S curves of 3, 4, 5 and then 6. Then we're going to go through the sweeping curve of turn 7, the Dunlop curve, and then the 2 Degners of turn 8 and 9 of Degner 1 and 2. Under the bridge, he's halfway there to a race win through turn 11 of the hairpin. He can almost taste that champagne as he comes through 200R. He doesn't have to worry about Keyser at all, because Keyser, higher tier driver, through Spoon. Lovely line through Spoon. Now it's just a long run to 130R. As Vic gets 3 seconds as Triz enters the Casio Triangle for the last time, and then into turn 18 and takes the checker flag to win the Japanese Grand Prix here in sports tier. Keyser will take second, but will take the demotion, so Parisot will be second, and Nuts will take the third and final spot on the podium for the sports tier. Saviour has pitted to allow the sports tier drivers to jump ahead of him, and he's also been disqualified as well to make sure that it is done for certain.
Yeah.
Mark 2 was also pitted to allow the sports tier drivers to jump through, so the rest of them coming across the line. Smith in the Red Bull crosses the line, Airways, and now we're just waiting for Sambal in the Mercedes coming round turn 18 to take the flag. And then last but not least, it's our favourite Northern Irishman of Winky coming home in the Ferrari to take the checker flag. So we'll run through the provisional order when it eventually comes up. Keizer Soze has been given the driver of the day of the game, but we'll go into that sooner or later once we've ran through the finishing order after the podium ceremonies. As Triz steps onto the top step for Alpine. Solid drive. And to be honest, apart from the technical issues that I had right at the start of the race, not a bad race. Yes, the gap started to open eventually, but it was relatively a good race up and down the grid. But we'll run through the finishing order. So yeah, this is all provisional before stewards' decisions and all of that. Triz takes the win, Keizer Soze second, Parizo third, Mutsnuts fourth, Ghost Rider fifth, Burnsy sixth, Chaos Druid seventh, Mark eighth, Adamski ninth, Fix 10th, Airways 11th, Smith 12th, Sambal 13th, Winky 14th, and then David 15th. Then you got the non-classifications of Spivey, Melvin, Geke, Devil rejected, and obviously Saviour got himself disqualified to do with the results. Those are the results, as I say, are provisional until stewards. You got a driver that stands out, Stefan?
I think we gotta give it to Burns Baby because if I'm not mistaken, it was his first race in MRC.
Yes,
right?
It was his first race.
So yeah, and it was a very clean one. So he was about P6 in the end. So even though he was on a 2-stop, so maybe a 1-stop would be better around here. Maybe he could have been even higher up the grid in that case. But I think it was a very decent start to his career in MRC. Kept it clean and saw the checkered flag and scored points. So that's a very decent start.
Yeah, I think for saying it's his first race and he jumped in rather late as well, he's set a really good benchmark for himself. So I think I'll go with you on that one as well for saying it's his first official race in the league. So Burnsy gets driver of the day from me and Stefan. So that is it for MRC in Japan. We'll be back on Friday at 7:30 for the first of 5 races at Silverstone, the home of Formula One, of the British Grand Prix. So apart from that gap that you missed when the stream went down and everything, I do humbly apologise to everybody on that one. Thank you for being alongside tonight, Stefan, as my co-coms. Absolute honour to be with you in the comms box as always.
Yes, it was a pleasure, even though at the first it was a bit of a nightmare when all of a sudden I was here alone in information lab.
Yeah, but thank you for getting me back in. Honestly, massive thank you for getting me back in to allow the rest of the race to be shown. So you deserve a massive pat on the back. I really do mean that. So yes, that is it. We'll be back on Friday. It's goodbye from me and Stefan. I hope everyone has a fantastic evening. See you in Silverstone on Friday.